podcast here. I talked to Eric Mula, who is also known as Mula. We are not coaches today, but we are seated in the technical bench here in Tunisia, and the captain's run is going on. He's not part of it, but he will tell us more. How are you, man?
I'm good. Thank you for getting to come all the way to Tunisia. We really appreciate to see familiar faces, amongst ourselves. But it's been cold out here. I think you're feeling it. I think you're feeling it. Yeah.
The morning sun in Uganda is just coming here. It's afternoon,
and this is 3 p.m.
Yes,
it's 3 p.m. for your information, it's 3 p.m. guys. So
it's 3 p.m. but we are just getting sunrise.
The vitamin D is just coming out now.
Yes. How is it, man? You got a few knocks and now you happen to be out of play, out of the lineup for the second test game.
Yes. Unfortunately, I think I got the injury actually came into the game we played in Kampala against Kenya.
Okay.
That's when I think I tore my hamstring.
Oh.
But going forward, the small knocks in trainings here and there. And then the last game here, it made it worse. But I had to do one for the team. I had to at least play one test. And, put the boys somewhere. And then from there they can continue as I recover for the next series. I think next year.
Yes. Yeah, but I know you're someone who, I would say, your body is the same as Desire Eras. You have a quick recovery. You recover from injuries faster.
Yeah, I would say yes, because also I take care of my body. There are some things which you have to follow for you to recover quicker. You have to allow and live. So I'll give an example. It's alcohol. If you can reduce on the alcohol, you have more rest. You hydrate well. I think
doing more gym
here and there. But again, more gym doesn't mean that you have to go and strain yourself.
Oh yes,
that's the difference there. So if you can know what to eat, when to go to the gym, when to rest, when to hydrate, that's the most important. And the rest will fall in time, and it's a muscle recovery. So I think in due time, I'll be back.
Okay. And now in Ugandan rugby, there is a new term called COVID fans.
Yes.
Now COVID fans happen to be these rugby fans who started supporting rugby either before COVID, no, not far away before, then during COVID and immediately after COVID. And some of them didn't, they were surprised when they saw Mula return. They didn't know you, they didn't know who you were, yet it was a return really. For those fans that might not know, briefly, how did your rugby journey start?
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, let's see. So I started my rugby from St. Lawrence.
Yeah.
So I went to London College.
Lando,
yes. I did 6 years in London College. But when I was doing my secondary school, in my Form 4, I got an opportunity to go and train with the Rhinos at the time. It was Henry Musoke, I remember. He was the coach. He used to come and coach us in school. So
they didn't have a feeder team back then?
They used to have. I think that's the one. So you go to Kifaru first, then you make your way to the big team of Rhinos.
Yeah.
So in my Form 4, I got the opportunity to go out there, try, sevens for them and stuff like that. Then of course I had to go back for the HSC. Finished in my Form 6. When I came out in vacation, that's when I got my first call up in the senior team of Rhinos. Yes. Of course, I was coming off the bench, and I was a scrum off by the way at the time. I remember the guy who used to start was Mahmoud. Kevin Mahmoud was the guy starting. So I started off like that, and then before you know it, transformed to center. They took me to the gym. Before you know it, my first year, I made national team. So it's as simple as that. Then many years later, I think 2018, that's when I transitioned from Rhinos to Pirates.
Yeah.
And then 2 years down the road, COVID happened. And then I had to relocate back to Tanzania for certain reasons.
Yeah.
So I was there in Tanzania for 3 years. And then I came back this year in Feb, to try and do a comeback. And that's why you say there's some people who didn't know me. Because it took me 3 years.
Now those are the real COVID fans.
3 years those are real COVID fans. Exactly. From that 2020 all the way to 2023. I would say end of 2022. Because they didn't know I mean, the people who were there before, they used to know me, but again, the COVID fans, they didn't know me. And they expected less of me. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
They expected less, but
Yes.
you also came with the blessings, man. Championship,
Oh, yeah.
double championship.
Yeah, I would say I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a lucky guy because everything I touch turns to gold. Everywhere I go, I leave my mark.
Yes.
And that's why nowadays I go by Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I go
And
by
now,
Ocho Cinco.
yes. Now talking about luck.
Yes.
It's it had been a while, man, since we had tests. These games, national team tests, which are very, very crucial.
Yeah.
And now you come, you are called upon, you represent. I see boys are happy, running around. We really missed 15th game. Now, how has it been in the camp, and how do you see it? And what is in the mood? What's the mood in the camp really for the past 5 tests that we've had?
I'll first start by saying we thank all the organizers for all these 5 tests.
Yeah.
I don't know what they had to do to go to put this together.
I understand.
I'm sure it's a lot, but we'll never know. But I thank the URIU and all other parties who participated. But now the most important part was for the players to get exposure. For the players to get the experience. For the players to have a different perspective of their local league. When you come out here, rugby is a bit fast. It's a bit sophisticated. It's a bit technical, right? So players get to learn. Players get to express themselves in a bit more competitive environment. So I think it's a good thing. And going forward, I think we should have more of this. But I would suggest, just my suggestion, I would suggest from next year we start early. We'll see this year we really started late. And the pool of players we had to select, this was from a few people, from let's say a few teams. Next year I hope the coaches and the directors and whoever who selects the team, at least they should have a wide range of players. Let's have, I'm sure in Uganda we have a lot of talent. I am sure we can pick from different angles. I'll give an example. Now I'm injured, but it should not affect the team because I'm injured. Just because damn, now Mula is injured, he's a good 12, yes. When I'm injured, should be another person equally good as me or even more.
But as a country, I think we also need to expand more options for numbers. We shouldn't struggle numbers on specific numbers for a long time. We should know, I'll give an example. The legendary Alex Movilu.
True.
He was hooker for a long time.
20 years.
At 20 years, at some point, we could not have a perfect substitute for him. But I'm glad now he's training. Faraj is doing a good job. Nathan is there for that. And more can be trained for the numbers. Even the center where we sometimes struggle. Even your specific number. 12 is a tricky number. Or is on our side, especially against Kenya. So you're right when you say we quite have a large pool, but we should use it more.
I mean, it's one thing to also call upon these players. The second thing also, the players themselves need to show the will. They need to show the passion. They need to show that they want to actually be in the team.
You have to be hungry for the number.
You have to be hungry for the number. There's no way you come here and train as if you're in a club. It's not club training.
No.
So now we can train your physicality. We cannot train your mental. The mental part, it is sometimes upon the player themselves to come out from the shell they are in, or from that bubble. Bust that bubble, come out of it. Then you come, we shall say, but...
And trust me, the coaches are seeing. The coaches are already seeing.
I agree.
They know, that boy is tough. Because I've myself heard from them when they're identifying that boy is good, he's tough. He can be hardened and be something for the country.
It is good that, that talk is always there. But sometimes, how many people step up to that boy or that individual and tell them, listen, you're actually good. We want to put you, maybe put him in a direction where you want him to go. But most times, we stop in the social media. In Twitter, in this, in that, that's where it stops. But individually, as a coach, as a director, as a senior player, you can call someone, say, hey, I see you've been doing this, this, and this, and we think there's the next program coming up here. You can improve here, here, and here. If there's someone you can help someone, you help them.
Yes.
But not you think they are good, then when you give them a chance, you're like, I thought you're good, but actually not that good.
Exactly.
It's because they never got the guidance. Me, I'll tell you the truth. The guy who took me to the gym, it was so weird, but the guy who took me to the gym, the guy whom I used to play a different team with, Justin Chimono.
Yeah.
Justin Chimono believed in me.
Yeah.
He looked at me, he's like, bro, I'm sure the future of the number 12, you're the future. He took me to the gym. I'll give you this. If he hears this, I think you remember. It was, I used to be in campus at the time, right?
Yeah.
The man stays in Chanja.
Yes. Kulambiro.
Kulambi.
Yeah.
He drives from that place.
Yeah.
He comes all the way to Makeren. There was a gym that we used to go to. It's a nice gym, standard.
Oh.
He comes with gym. He pays for the gym and even gives me money to eat breakfast.
Wow.
Every day, 6 a.m. From Monday to Friday. That's the level of commitment he had put in me. Or level of confidence he had in me. But remember, not in the same team, but he looked at the bigger picture.
And you are also willing to do
I was also willing to wake up early in the morning, and in the gym, push, I get enough rest. I do, like, there's some things which the coach keeps saying, there's some things which require no talent.
Right.
You just need your effort. If people can only put in their effort in a different perspective, you as Fat Cats, you're putting the effort to come all the way from Uganda to here.
Yes.
We don't know if you're paid or not paid.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
People in management, we don't know what they had to do to put together these 5 tests. The guy behind the camera, we don't know what to do to put in the settings as put for us to look good in that YouTube channel.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So if everyone could do their part and put a small effort, I believe Uganda Rugby will go somewhere.
And which brings me to the last question, man. You've been in this long enough in the setup. Where do you want to see the national team setup head? And what needs to be done? I understand more tests, yes, but in which way should they be run? Like, after how long do they need to be? Because we also want to be that lethal side that will go in the World Cup, surprise teams, get out of the pool, and maybe do wonders, man. It's possible.
Yeah, very possible.
Yeah.
There's nothing which is impossible, as you said, but also we need to have a plan.
Yeah.
For you can have goals, but a vision. The goals that we have, we need to have a plan.
Yes.
It can be a short term, it can be a long term, but I'm sure this is a long term plan.
Yeah.
And so far, what is happening, I think the new program is starting from January, all the way to December, and this time around we're going to have it's divided into 2. I think the categories. We have a test games in June and we have test games in November. Yeah, for the first time ever.
Yeah.
It has never happened.
Yeah.
Most times we used to have 2 tests and that's it in a year. I remember the time when I joined. Elgon Cup, you're finished. And luckily, when the Africa Cup comes, that's when you join in again with the Namibians, whatever.
Yeah.
But now everything has changed. They're putting more emphasis now in the 15th program as well. I mean, they've been in 7th for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But now at least they're coming back to 15th. And why we need these things, why we need the tests, it's because the more tests you play, I'll tell you the truth, this stage here is different. I'll give you an example. Pirates vs. Cobb is a big game, yes. But not as big as Uganda vs. Tunisia.
True.
I'll tell you that for fact.
Yeah.
When you come to this stage, if I've come here and I've played here 7 times before, the 8th time I come back, it's not something new. There's something called stage fright.
Yeah.
The best player in your team that day, just because he has never been in this kind of crowd, the tension, the pressure, some people can't control it. And you say, he's a fake player. No, it's just because he has never been there. He has never been given that opportunity. So I think going forward, if you want to perform, if you want to be up there, let's have a plan. And you can even divide that plan into different, how do you call that? The division. The division has to be the division. Let's say our plan is for 5 years. Can we break it down to 1 year plan? How can we break it down to 3 months? And then we evaluate. After 3 months, what have we done? What have we achieved? What was our goal? You know, if there's
How
some
far can we
setbacks,
go? Yeah.
how far can we go? If
Yeah.
there's some setbacks, we can come back. You know, I always say this. Every time we keep saying, money this, money that, money this. These money problems will never end.
Yeah.
They will
That's true.
never end.
In any African economy,
They will
it will
never end. And it will never be enough.
Yeah, yeah.
It will never be enough.
Yes.
But the only way to do this, show someone the plan.
Yeah.
Tell someone the truth. Yeah. If it's coming from the management, if it's coming from the sponsors, just reach out to the last guy who's a player. Say, guys, listen, this is our plan. This is how we want to do it. Sometimes it's also good for the players to be involved.
Yes.
I think that's my suggestion. Not everyone, maybe not everyone, but some players, hey, this is what we're thinking. What do you think? You think you can go? Hey? You think what is the attitude in the camp?
Let the plan involve all stakeholders.
So that we know what we are chasing for. You know? So now, if later you come and say, but you knew what was happening. Oh, yeah, I knew. But if you come and tell me a week to the test, we have actually not 10 tests this time. Someone had already put in his mind for 2 tests. Now, the mental, you have already played with their mental. Physically, they're not going to push in 100% because they'll keep their bodies because they're 10 now. That's why a plan with a goal will make sense. The more the games, the more exposure. The more people come out here, the more experience, they will take it back to the league as well.
And the more we explore the pools, the more solid we get.
The other things will fall into place. We come out here, we put up a show. You go knocking doors into those big stakeholders who need sponsorship. No one will think twice.
True.
No one will think twice.
That's true.
They will say, you know what? It is there. It is there. Why? Because we are doing something good. No one wants to deal with losers. I'll stop there for today.
Thank you, and we will be ending it here. But I will ask you one last question. Who do you think has been your most impressive player in the last test that we've had?
All of them together?
Yes, all of them together. Who has been your most impressive?
I don't have one, but I have some. I can mention names, right?
Okay,
I have names, right?
Mention 3.
3?
Yeah.
The young man, what's his name?
Shakim Sembusi. Good guy. The
man even gave me a good try. You know what I'm saying? I like
that upload.
Against Zambia. So I'll say the man really came in. He knew, he's the youngest player in our team. He's
debutant.
He comes from Walukuba. Look at Walukuba, not from any of the big 3. No, Walukuba. The man really, the young man really put in the show. I'll say, in training he comes early. The attitude is positive. The positive talk. He takes in the negativity, he takes it to positivity. And
it's funny, he's training now. He's kicking.
I'm telling you.
He's kicking.
Yes. No, these are the things we didn't know that he could do. You know what I'm saying? But he has really, he has fit in the team very well. He has dealt it. That, I think someone asked me the other day, some Tunisian guy, that thing of you has been playing for how long? I'm like, bro.
They can't even believe
it. This is 4th game. He has never, this is 4th game. So, him, very impressive, very impressive. And again, he has just started. I'm sure he has a great future ahead. He can do better and better and better.
So too,
Another person, I'll go with the 8th man, the young man from Pipe,
Sydney Gongo.
Sydney, solid man. Solid man.
And he's a debutant as well.
He is, that's what I'm saying. He's a debutant. So, him and I'll put in, just he came for a short time, then school and everything. Ziwa.
Moses Ziwa is debutant as well.
Debutant. Promising guy. Don't forgetting Liam. I know I've got Liam, man.
Also, beyond going 3, I'd mentioned 2 Pirates. So.
yeah. That's not counted. Yes, probably. But Liam, very well. Like, I like the focus. He came with a goal. I'll tell you the truth.
He put a clutch show as well.
He put in a clutch and everything. And again, we're going to see him starting. Tomorrow. For the first time out of all these tests we've been having. So I think also it shows that people actually really want to put in that effort.
True.
People really want to change. People really want to be significant, be seen, to put that mark that, hey, I came to the team and I added this much. But not forgetting, we call it baby elephant.
Baby elephant.
Among elephants. the man,
That's the guy, man.
the man really, I'll tell you this, really put his body on the line.
Yeah.
In all the tests, I don't care which, I'm not going to say specific, but in all the tests, the guy really put in the body on the line where he's supposed to put in the body on the line. So kudos to him, and
I know the others.
I know the others as well, man. Everyone contributed in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Aredo came in, Joan scored a try the other day. You know, Chilega, you know, he stepped up. He had the first start on the last game in Tunisia, the first test of Tunisia, had a good start. You know,
Ivan Kalagambe as well, bomb squad.
Bomb squad, you know, I mean, everyone, Kato, you know, Nathan. Bro, my guy, innocent.
Uhuru.
My God, Uhuru, you know, that day when it was like Spider-Man, bro. Just here against Tunisia with one hand and everything. So, I mean, I'm grateful. The coaches too, bro. Don't forget the coaches.
They do a good job.
They do a good job. They're like our friends, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can be a coach as such when you're serious and stuff, but when we can speak as friends, like, coach, this is not realistic now. Many times we've walked, I mean, a few of us can walk to the guy and say, coach, this is not realistic. You can adjust it. And they've been very cooperative. Say that. All the coaches, the TM, and everyone else. And we thank Eric for coming with us.
The union.
I think he has seen what we actually go through.
I'm sure he has seen that.
And I hope he puts the message out there to the management and say, guys, these boys, what they're putting in. But also us are going to put in more. Go put in more. That's always a promise. Yes.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so
we'll
much.
leave that at that. We'll go back to the captain's run and feel more of what is expected tomorrow.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.